All right, what's going on, everybody? So today we're going to be taking a look at a clip that is pretty weird, right? I don't understand, like, how people get in these situations. I don't know. I'm not a parent, so maybe that's what it is. But, dude, even then, like, I imagine, right, that if I had children in any capacity, this is not how I would behave, right? Like, this is not how I would be acting because this is just, there's no real excuse for this. There's no defense for this. I know people are going to try and find a way because everyone tries to find a way to defend everything that goes on, right? It doesn't matter what it is, people will try to find a reason to defend something. Just, I think, honestly, for the sake of defending it and being on the contrary to the popular or opinion or whatever, right? Which in this situation is honestly the correct opinion. I don't know if y'all have ever had a moment playing video games, right? I think a lot of us have, right? Where you just get really mad. And I understand that, right? Where you just get a little worked up, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I used to play sports games, which is a game that we're gonna be seeing in the clip here, I used to get mad. But would I've ever gotten this mad? I really don't think so, dog. Like, I get it, man. You know, 99 overall LaDainian Tomlinson card gets like a cheesy juke on you or whatever. Like, yeah, you're gonna get a little mad. Or, you know, you're playing in the park and some dude you've been trash talking for 30 minutes hits a nasty green in your face. Like, yeah, you're gonna get mad, bro. But at the end of the day, right, like, you have to understand how to control your anger and control, like, how you behave, because when it comes down to, like, especially little kids that have no idea what's going on, man, you really have no excuse to be acting this way. So we're going to be taking a look at the father of the year here. He's playing some Madden on stream on Twitch, right? You know, just doing his grinding, bro. He's the next ninja, right? He's out here doing his thing. That's cool. I really don't have a problem with that, but I do have a problem with the way that he behaves in this clip. Now, I'm going to go ahead and warn you guys beforehand. I know some of you have like a really big soft spot for kids or whatever, so like this might upset you a little bit, I guess. Or if, like, I don't know, you grew up in a bad household or something, maybe you should watch out for this. Might upset you a little bit or whatever, but you know, this is just inexcusable, dog. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the clip and we'll just kind of react to it as everything happens. Like, that's really the best way to handle this. With that being said, I want to remind you guys, I did open up an Instagram and a TikTok account. I've been posting memes and clips and stuff like that over on those, at ReallyOptimus. You can see the tags that have popped up on the video already. Make sure you're following me over there. Lots of cool stuff going on both of those. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. So,
God damn it! Fucking $300 fucking controller!
Alright, so as you can see here, his number one concern in the world right now is this $300 video game controller that he bought, and that's pretty much, that's going to take precedent over the small child, the toddler in his hands. That's going to take precedent over everything else in the room, anything else in his life right now. That's going to be the most important thing. I'm going to keep it $150 with you guys. I've spent a lot of money on controllers. Like, I've bought scuffs and whatever, and, you know, just spent a ridiculous amount of money on controllers, right? And they never really seem to work out. I think I've had 5 different scuffs since 2018, and these are supposed to be like premium, high-quality controllers, right? And like, I've gone through a lot of them too. I don't slam my controllers or throw them. I know a lot of people treat their fucking property as if it's like a boomerang, but that's not the proper way to treat things that you purchase. I don't know, maybe I grew up raised a different way than a lot of you, but I'm not 12 years old anymore, so I'm not breaking controllers. So I always kind of cringe when I see somebody like slamming a controller or acting like this on stream, right? Because it's fucking ridiculous. Like, I get you're mad that your $500 controller quit working or whatever, bro, but at the end of the day, like, it really isn't that deep. And I don't even get why he's, like, really using a scuff to stream Madden in the first place, considering that, like, these $300 scuff controllers and stuff are made for, like, first-person shooters. That's why they have extra toggles. But, like, that's the reason that these things have all these extra pads and whatnot, right? Also, you gotta notice, like, the screaming right in the baby's ear. You know what I'm saying? Like, the baby is touching the chin of this guy at a certain point. And he's just, like, screaming, bro. Just, like, upsetting the kid. Just no common sense whatsoever. Maybe I shouldn't literally have my vocal cords touching the back of the child's neck when I'm just fucking screaming. Yeah, a little bit of a newsflash here for you guys. If you've ever been around babies, they don't necessarily like loud sounds, right? They don't like hearing things just start fucking making noise really loud right behind them, blowing their eardrums out while they're just trying to sit there and exist or shit themselves or whatever. They typically don't like it when you're just fucking changing the energy up entirely around them. That's not usually something babies are too into.
Yo, can I fucking press pause? Just sit right here. Stop. I gotta go, yo. I'm about to fucking lose it, yo.
All right, visibly aggravated, okay? I'm not sure what happened before this to cause him to be so upset. I'm assuming that he's probably losing in the game right now and his controller's acting up. And at this point, like, what's really going through my head is like, what the fuck is going on with you, bro? Like, I've never been, I think, so mad in my life that I'd like fucking slam a toddler down like that. Like, what is wrong with you, bro? It really doesn't make a difference, but I think that for some reason it hits a little harder when it's like a child that can't fucking do literally anything. I mean, if you're like 14, your dad's probably not picking you up and slamming you down on the chair and like telling you to sit down or whatever. Like, that's probably not a concern that you're really having. But bro, when you're like a year old or however old this baby is in this clip, like, you literally can't do anything for yourself. That baby relies on other people to feed it, to change it when it soils all over itself, when it, you know, takes a little baby shit or whatever, right? It needs you to maintain its sleep cycle for it. Like, literally everything it needs done in its life, you have to do for it. And it can't defend itself in any capacity. It can't try to run from you. It can't try to fight back. So when you act this way, especially over something so trivial like a fucking video game, bro, like, come on, man. Like, you gotta be a legitimate piece of shit to, like, be this way towards something this innocent and this small, bro. Like, something that just can't. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, like, if you're 15 or whatever and your dad, like, does some wreck shit, you can at least attempt to square him up. Or to, like, flee the scene or, like, call the police or something, bro. Like, you can tell somebody. But there's nothing that could be done in this situation unless something external happened, right? And it wouldn't have mattered if the world was ending. This wouldn't have been the appropriate way to act. But when you think about the fact that it's because he's down 10-3 in a match of fucking Madden NFL, and his video game is not acting the way that he wanted it to, that's when it becomes like a, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I hate this from the jump, but when you also consider the fact that, like, this is how people look at people who play video games, and this is like the fucking first impression that people get, I think idiots like this contribute to the rest of us looking bad, right? Because some fucking boomer is gonna see this clip on the news, or like in an article, or in this video, right? And they're gonna see that it was, oh, he was mad at the video game. And that's like the same, it's the same shit that, like, when they blame video games for, like, mass events in real life, right? Because the video game's gonna get blamed for this because that's what was apparently aggravating him, when in all reality, it just comes down to the fact that he's kinda just a fucking weirdo, right? Like, he's kinda just a loser who happens to play video games. We're not talking about a normal, measured human being here. And, like, I hate the fact that child-abusing losers like this are the people that we're gonna get lumped in with, because somebody's gonna see this clip and they're just gonna mentally equate it to, oh, the video games made him that mad, therefore, there's nothing else that could have caused this, so.
Shut the fuck up!
Alright, let's go ahead and evaluate this situation here. Alright, so baby crying. Baby crying. What does that usually mean? That usually means the baby's in distress. Keep in mind, I'm no parent here, so feel free to correct me, right? Something wrong with the baby, okay? Is it hungry? Did it shit on itself? Is it not feeling okay? Does it want attention from its parents? There's a lot of different things that can make a baby cry, right? You know, it's definitely hard to be a parent. I will give you credit for that. You know, raising a toddler, not easy whatsoever. What is the appropriate reaction when baby is crying? Scream in its fucking face. Yeah, scream obscenities in its face. That usually will calm your baby down. Don't give it a bottle. Don't, you know, sit there and rock it to sleep. None of that stuff that like you would think would make the baby okay, bro. Scream obscenities in its fucking face, which, might I add, from my scientific evaluation here, from my perspective, seems to be the reason why it's crying in the first place. Notice how the baby was not upset for the most part until he started screaming and slamming shit like a fucking lunatic in front of it, scaring probably the absolute living hell out of the baby. So, to follow it up, yeah, we would just scream in its face after, you know, choke slamming him into the seat because we're mad about a touchdown losing spree in fucking Madden Online, bro. These are the type of people having kids and, like, the next generation is gonna be okay? Like, come on, man. If a child is going to impede your life this way, right? Like, I know people don't like to hear this. If you're gonna be a fucking loser who sits around and plays video games all day, and, like, you're gonna actively choose to be that kind of person, please don't have children, or bear the responsibility of anything else that's alive, okay? If you want to be that guy who streams to 3 people on Twitch all day and loses at Madden and gets fucking mad and slams things and people come troll him in the chat, you are more within your right to do that. Please, though, at the same time, do not have a child to take care of that you're then abusing on camera. So the current conclusion of this one right now is this guy has basically gone AWOL. He's tried to delete his social media outlets and kind of flee from the name that's associated to this. I'm hoping eventually the authorities will get involved and determine if this is criminal enough to take the child out of his care. or to put it at least in the care of another family member who's actually gonna fucking properly and adequately take care of their child. So, pretty good dad, I'd say. 10 out of 10, you know, this is the dad I wish I had growing up here. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, though. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, not screaming in a baby's face, and signing out.